Blessed, beautiful day, grateful Gab family. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome into the Sports Huddle with myself and my co-host, Mad Matt or Matthew Dennis of Just Unconventional Podcast. Appreciate y'all for tuning in today. We got a lot of fun talks about sports around the sports world. A lot been going on. We got recaps, updated information, all that good stuff. But before we get into sports talk, about to get directly into the daily verse. Daily verse for the day of June 13th, 2024. Derives from the book of James, chapter 1, verse 12, and it states as follows. Happy is the man who keeps on enduring trial, because on becoming approved, he will receive the crown of life, which Jehovah promised to those who continue loving him. Amen. And again, that's from the book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. What's good, Matty? What's up with you, brother?
Man, not much, dog. I'll be straight up. I've been up basically since like probably about 3:30.
All right.
So shoot, I'm just up chilling, realizing I got a big weekend ahead of me when it comes to wrestling, dog. So I gotta get my energy right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm excited. We're going to get into that later on in the show. But this morning, we're going to kick it off with some big controversy that's going on in the women's sports world right now in the WNBA. The women's Olympic team was announced about a week and a half ago, and it's a lot of controversy going around it. You know, a lot of people didn't see Caitlin Clark name on there, and they just freaking started to go crazy. Granted, I think the Team USA made the correct decision without involving her and without putting her on the Olympic team. She hasn't done anything professionally to earn a spot on the largest, best international basketball team. This is the Olympics. This is not FIBA or this other stuff. This is the Olympics, the world, the biggest world stage. Everybody's gonna be looking. And I'm not saying that she doesn't have the talent to be a part of that, but again, she hasn't earned the spot and earned the respect of one, the country of itself for professional sports, and then two, for the WNBA. Again, she's played less than 25 games in
I
the
think she only
WNBA.
got like 12. I don't think
Is
she
that
hit 15 yet.
that's what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah, I don't even know how many games they played in the WNBA regular season yet, but still, it's no disrespect to her and to who she is. Think about how many number one draft picks have been drafted and not been on a Olympic team. You know what I mean? Like LeBron James got drafted early 2000s. He wasn't on the Olympic team to 2008.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, so come on, man. Best player in the world. You know what I mean? But it just been so much going around. The Team USA has made their statement. The women from the WNBA has made their statements. Caitlin Clark has made their statements, and I just think it's too much going on about a decision that was a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Look at all the other rookies. They haven't been mentioned. The number two pick, whoever that. I think it was Angel Reese. I gotta go back and look at my draft. But point taken is that people want to make something out of nothing all the time. And I just think that's what the situation was with Caitlin Clark and the Team USA Olympic roster for the women's. And like I said, like I told you offline, she'll be there. One day she will be on the Team USA Olympic team, but she don't have years of professional experience under her belt. What I mean, she would have been a professional athlete for what 4 years now, because they do the Olympics every 2 years, but the Summer Olympics comes every 4 years because they do it every 2 years after the Winter Olympics. So yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's just too much going on around that. But I wanted to get my take on it and open up the show today about speaking about that and speaking about, again, she will have an opportunity one day. If Lord willing, continue to give her life and those type of things, she'll have an opportunity to be there. If she continue to work on her game and become a true professional, it'll be no problem, no brainer. First um first pick Olympian the next time she's eligible or whatever. So
Oh no, man, you right on the money, man. I ain't want to even say it's annoying, but it is kind of annoying. And then I've said this probably the past 3, 4 episodes. Adversity breeds greatness. She's gonna be just fine. And then I've also heard that when she found out she wasn't on the team, they said they have awakened a beast in her. So she's powering up. So true. Give it time. 2028 Olympics gonna be crazy though.
Fact.
That's all I can say. Also, by the way,
And
hey, LeBron was in the 2004 Olympics. It's just nobody talks about
he
it
was in
because
the
we didn't win
2004 Olympics.
gold.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we won bronze that year, so nobody talk
Okay.
about it.
Gotcha. Okay. I about to say yeah. The one he stood out on was um the 2008 Olympics where they won gold medal and stuff like that. So that's why I remember from. I didn't really remember from the 2004 Olympics, but yeah, he actually was on the team. But still, okay, bad take. LeBron James and Caitlin Clark are two different people. Okay, and the NBA is different than the WNBA. Those guys probably, you know, see. Okay, so I think this is what LeBron James happened for the '04 LeBron because we got drafted 2003,
Yep. He
'03.
was in 2000. Yeah, no, he was. Wait, did he get drafted and go straight to the Olympics? Cause he came out of '04, I think.
I don't know. I thought he was in the '03 class, '03-'04 season, but I thought he was 2003 draft pick. Hold on. NBA draft.
Well, that's how you know you've been watching somebody for a long time.
Fat. That boy old, man. Let's see.
2003,
Yeah.
2004.
He was number one pick in 2003. I ain't tripping now, but yeah, so he was a part of the 2024 limit, but he was drafted in 2023. And like I said, yeah, but LeBron James, he was known even before he didn't even go to college. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark, you blew up in college. This guy blew up in high school. You know what I mean? So like the respect, not documented, but just the media from the Cavs and stuff about LeBron James coming in the league is number one. This 18-year-old not gonna change nothing. Blah blah blah. And this coming from his Cavs teammates going out there dominating, leading them guys early, second, third year in his career, going to the finals with bombs. You know what I mean? Well, they're not bombs; they professional athletes. Because I can't beat them. But you know what I'm saying? They not. They want LeBron James. They weren't doing anything before LeBron James got there. You know what I mean? Like so, the effect he had before he even touched the NBA court was way more than what Caitlin Clark had because it was so foreseen before Caitlin Clark's future was foreseen. If you get what I'm saying, like
I get what you're
like I said,
saying.
LeBron James was probably destined from the ninth grade. She was just destined from 2 years ago in college basketball. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, not a bad take, not something that's disrespect to her and her game that she won't be, no, that she wasn't on the list this year, but she will be there. And if that motivates her to become a better player, that's good. It needs to happen. Everything happens for a reason. So, if you need those motivators to push you to be the best and go hard as possible, that's what you got to do. That's what got to happen. So, best of luck to her and her continued rookie season. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to her continued growth on the court and off the court. So I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Next hot take we have is the Hawks NBA draft. Mad Matt was speaking to me about some things offline yesterday, and I didn't want to finish the conversation because I wanted it to be here. I wanted to be authentic and live, and he was like, all right, we'll save it. So he's gonna give me some takes on what he thinks is gonna happen with this draft up over the next couple of weeks, and we're gonna get rocking and rolling.
Man, it's a pretty simple thing right here. It's just a thought because it's a lot going on around the Hawks, and it's like, how come when we get this first pick, all of a sudden now they're like, oh, there's no people that stand out in the draft. I'm like, wow, y'all want to wait till the year the Hawks got the first pick to say this?
Mm.
Yeah, cut it out. No, so basically what I'm thinking is, yeah, we're gonna draft with that first pick. They stuck right now between Alexander Sarr and Zachary Ricochet. They're stuck between those two. Personally, I think we need to go ahead and get the big man.
Yeah, get the
Like,
big man.
yeah, like go ahead and get the big man. But also, we still have the situation with what are we gonna do with Trey and DeJounte? Which I hear more Trey rumors about DeJounte than I hear about Trey. So, only thing I'm thinking is we could potentially trade back into the lottery pit. Like, you know, maybe the Spurs want to trade with us. Maybe they want to go and get Trey Young or get DeJounte Murray back. But I feel like the Hawks can potentially trade back into the lottery and get another pick, and we're still going to keep either Trey Young or DeJounte Murray. Somebody's going to be desperate to give us that pick. Somebody's not confident in this draft because of what everybody else is saying. and they're gonna pull the trigger and be like, well, we can go and get somebody that's already pretty set in either Trey or DeJounte. Either you're probably gonna have to give up more for Trey than you will for DeJounte. You might be able to get off with your lottery picking something else. Trey, you might have to give up a few because Atlanta gonna look at it like, hey, you guys devalue him, but we know how valuable he is. So I just feel like we're gonna trade twice. I think it's a possibility that the Hawks will trade twice in the first 10 picks. We're gonna take that first one, and then somewhere between 6 and 10, we're gonna grab another pick. I'm banking it's probably gonna be the Spurs.
So you think, man, bro, they better not trade the backcourt. Bro. That's ridiculous, bro. Like that's just freaking crazy, man. Because who's gonna come and replace DeJounte Murray? Kobe Buffkin?
Nah, bro, that was a terrible pick.
Like Kobe Buffkin?
Okay.
Okay.
Kobe Buffkin was a terrible pick.
You know what? I'm just. Oh, it just freaking disgusts me. What they need to do is just freaking get Sar, number one, run a season with Trey and DeJounte, both of them on contract still. I think there might be Trey last year on contract, or I don't know. I have to look at because he's been in the league 6 years, so he might already had a revamped contract. So, but we just DeJounte. This is gonna be DeJounte what, third season with us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like, dude, you just gotta. I don't know, man. We just gotta keep trucking. Trade Kobe Buffkin. Shit, he was the first round pick last year. Get him out of there.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm not saying. I mean, I doubt they do that. Like I said, we needed to trade DeAndre Hunter. He was the number 4 pick a couple years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. It ain't panned out. We got a lot of potential players who big names that had a lot of value. So we don't need to get the stars out of there. Be like, oh, and especially the guys who produce. And I can see if Trae Young and DeJounte Murray weren't producing. But come on, man. Trae Young.
Yeah, they are producing. They just produce at 2 different times. Look here, I'm all for it. It personally, when you look at the roster, it makes sense if you go and you have 4 people in your lineup of Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Jalen Johnson guaranteed locked to be a starter, and then you throw in Sar at center. That makes perfect sense. But the way things going in Atlanta and the way these GMs and everybody feeling themselves, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Mm-mm.
I mean, Buddy was on the radio a couple months ago talking like, bro, I'm kind of sick and tired of the way people talking about Atlanta. Like, yeah, we got the first pick and we're just gonna give it back to Adam Silver. This man sound like he pouring a drink on the other side of the phone, and he's just sick of it. So I'm like, I don't know what they willing to do. They saying money ain't an issue. This is a critical offseason for the Hawks. They talking a lot of big boy shit with his number 1 pick. Excuse my language.
It is a lot weighing on this right now because this is big for the organization. Of course, like it's so much. When people don't know what to do with something they never had before, it's hard. It's hard and stressful on them. Trust me, I've understood. I've been there, but we had to make decisions, man. And sometimes decisions are tougher to make, but decisions have to be made regardless. So I just hope they make the best decisions. Like I said, man, DeJounte and Trey really haven't had an opportunity to play alongside one another for a longer period of time. Trae Young, he battled injury last year. And the first year it was kind of a new system, with coach. They fired Coach McMillan in the middle of the year. Then we got Quinn Snyder. And then what's his name, McMillan? The black guy. I think his name was McMillan. I can't think of it right now.
Yeah.
You're right. They fired him, then they got rid of they got Quinn Snyder, which I like Quinn Snyder, and I think he's the right fit for Trey and DeJounte. I think they buy into him, into what he's trying to tell these guys to believe in. And I just think, man, this is like I said, it's a big off season for us for sure. Just going into the draft and going into the summertime, even before the season starts, to be able to get trades and move pieces around and do things of that nature. Like I said, man, I feel like we need to dump Clint Capella. Dump DeAndre Hunter, okay? Let's save some cap space, some type of money. Put them in both of them in a trade package. Get a pick. Get somebody a player. I don't know, but send Kobe Buffkin up there too. Even the young boy, the second round pick from what's his name from last year? From what school he played for? It wasn't Penn State. What school did he play for? Was it Penn State?
Oh, I'm about to pull it up.
I don't know. Both of them supposed to have been shooters though. But I ain't seen nothing yet. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing.
Bro, we did. I don't even recall Kobe Buffkin playing the game that was like televised.
Dude,
I looked up his stat line. It wasn't really impressive.
yeah,
Like,
the dude didn't even. I haven't seen a first round pick not touch the court in a long while, bro. Like first round pick, bro. You're a first round pick, bro. Like
yeah, his name is Seth Lundy. He came
Lundy.
out of Penn State.
Yep, Seth Lundy. I remember because he put him in a shooter too. I told I be doing the drafts. I be recording it. I just don't be remembering them. But I remember Kobe Buffkin because he was our first pick. So I remember both.
Oh
And
yeah.
he was, yeah. So man, but I can't rush these guys, man. And you know, but first round pick is a big thing, bro. That's why I get on DeAndre Hunter so much, bro. You was a national champion in college, top 5 pick, and really haven't showed consistency in the NBA, dude. Like, if you was a consistent small forward, we would have been in a championship. Honestly, a two-way player. If you could have played, you 6'11", 6'10", dude, and you're not producing at the highest level. Like, you should be averaging 20 points a game. You know what I mean? But whatever. So we, like I said, the draft is in a couple weeks, so we'll see as more draft, more rumors come down the line, and as we get closer and closer to the draft here at the end of the month, we'll have more information to see the direction the Atlanta Hawks are looking to go. But hopefully it's the correct direction, man, and it's going the decision they make are going to be the best for the team to be successful in this season coming up and the long run. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing. A lot of people get into just trying to win now. You have to be able to win now and be able to win for the future. You know what I mean? So,
Hey, I appreciate them not jumping into win now mode, because if they would have jumped on the news and said, "Hey, we got this first pickup available," the moment they got it, I would have just put my head down in shame.
oh yeah, no, I think the Hawks owner would have fired somebody because the first you just got the first ever #1 pick in our history of the team, and you think you about to just go trade it, buddy? Yeah, get him on the chopping block. You got to go. Get him out of there. But I think it's gonna be good, man. I'm excited. Just even to see Hawks up there at the first pick. Like, you don't gotta wait to the 20s or the second round to see the Hawks draft. It sucks. But now you get to see them at the first round, the first pick of the first round ever. And I'm excited to definitely get that on in history and get that on record to see who we draft, man. So like I said, it has to definitely be a generational talent, one once in a lifetime type of player. And I don't think Sarr is a once in a lifetime type of player because you just seen Wembanyama last year get drafted. You seen Bobo. You seen all these type of big guys who can be athletic and move around get drafted. Even Chet Holmgren. You know what I mean? So hopefully, Czar is who we go with, and hopefully he has, like I said, that impact, that stretch center guard impact, on the court. And I think if you compare that Trae Young, even just Trae, of course I want DeJounte, but even just Trae. I like the DeJounte Murray defense, and he got a killer mentality when it comes to the court, and bro a beast, and I like that. So I want both of them still, man. I want both of them in the back court, and I want Zara up there in the front court. I want bro up there with Jalen Johnson, those guys, Boyan, a Kongu. Like I said, I gave a lineup a couple weeks ago about who I would start and how I had a lineup, and that would kind of be it. That would be Trae, DeJounte. I would probably move Jalen Johnson to the 3, a Kongu at the 4, and then have Sarr at the 5. And then if DeAndre Hunter want to come off the bench with Boyan Donovich and Sadiq Bey, and I wouldn't mind that either. You know what I mean? But we gotta, he can't. I don't know, man.
Nah, you got a point. I will say this: I looked up some footage on Zachary Ricochet because I kept hearing about him. Like, the Hawks is kind of, they going back and forth between them. So I looked up footage of him. After looking up footage of him, I was kind of like, we already got a guy like this. His name is DeJounte Murray.
See?
So I like, so like, why would you? My whole thing with that was, I'm like, okay, so that's what made me say, I kept hearing the rumors of, okay, DeJounte Murray. I'm like, that's not really a good trade-off. You're gonna get rid of him just to bring this guard in, and we still need a big. I'm like, no, just get the big. We can figure out something else. All I'm saying is, don't be surprised. It may not even be Trae Young or DeJounte Murray, because a lot of people on the Hawks is gonna be up for grabs. We having a fire sale this summer. Like we having a fire sale this summer. I just hope we ain't selling at a low price.
Facts,
Like
facts.
let's get something worth it. Like be like OKC, rack up on draft picks. Like give me something.
Mm.
Don't go get no etchy, streaky role players. None of that stuff. Get somebody or get a whole bunch of capital. One or the other.
Sound good to me. But yeah, they got to get it together, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this offseason continues to go. I'm excited for the draft in a couple of weeks, and I'm excited, man. We shall see. So be on the
I wonder
lookout,
who's gonna
y'all.
get it together. Is it gonna be the Hawks or the Falcons first?
I don't know. We're gonna see. So what big news you been hearing with the Falcons right now? What missing piece do you think the Falcons need to be contenders?
Right now, the big news I'm hearing with the Falcons is just everybody. Well, one thing I'll say is you're gonna see Bijan get a lot of touches. That's one big thing going around Atlanta right now. Everybody's talking about it. Terry Fontenot's talking about it. The coaches are talking about it. They said we're gonna get the ball in Bijan Robinson's hand as much as possible, and he's kind of acclimated himself to taking on what he's calling a Christian McCaffrey role
Okay.
for the Falcons. So, that's the main thing I'm hearing. They're just going through OTAs. Kirk Cousins is being loved by everyone down here as far as in the organization. And I'm seeing little highlights on Twitter. Everything's looking good. But I feel like Fontenot is still going to be hunting because he's like, yeah, when we go on this break, I'm still going to be looking around, seeing if there's any other players that may be able to fit our team and give us what we need. And if the opportunity presents itself, we'll make the move. When he says stuff like that, I only sit here and think, and I don't really think this is a missing piece. I just see that Terry Fontenot's like big game hunting, and he likes to swing big. I'm noticing that about him. You go into the draft, and he's like, we're taking the best player available the past 4 years. Yeah, so I just think that we might be on the phone with San Francisco about Brandon Ayuk at some point. But if we talk about what we actually need, we need a cornerback. Like we need a little bit more depth out there in the secondary. Like I know Stephon Gilmore is still out there, and I'm surprised we haven't made the call. He can give us a solid 12, 13 games. He'll be great alongside AJ Terrell. I don't really think we need anything on the front seven because we don't already put so much, the draft and everything into it. Let's see what happens with that. Let's see if Braylon Trice and all can step up. Let's see if Zach Harrison from last year. Let's see if these guys can step up. Then we're getting Grady Jarrett back. So I think our front is fine. That secondary, I think we need a little bit of help because we're making the same mistake that we made with Desmond Trufant. We never go out there and get a solid, a duo. We never give him a solid number two. We never got him that. And then by the time we did, he was injury riddled and he was on the way out the door. We don't want the same thing for Terrell. And Terrell is in a contract year. So our missing piece in my eyes is going to be a cornerback or a safety, more likely a corner. I wouldn't mind Xavier Howard or Stephon Gilmore. There's one guy I can't remember his name of right now. I wish I would have saved his article, but it's deep in my archive. He played for the Texans last year at corner. And apparently he has played in two different systems the past 2 years. He played for the Texans last year and played for a team before that. So I'm looking at, okay, so he can quickly adapt to new systems. I'm like, shoot, let's go and get him. We ain't got to sit here and waste no time. He's shown that he can adapt to new systems fast. So I'm like, let's go and get him. I'm going to figure out his name while we're doing this podcast too, and I'm going to go back and drop it. But cornerback, I don't think we need anything on that front. But I also think that I would not be surprised if we're on the phone about Brandon Ayuk because Terry Fontenot likes to go big game hunting. If he can get him for a deal, he will.
That's going to definitely push our offense on over the next level because I think I got a lot of good receivers now. The tight end position. You got Drake London. You got Mac Hollins. You got some other speedy guys over there.
DJ Moore.
Y'all got DJ Moore?
Was it DJ Moore?
I thought he was with the Bears.
Nah, he is with the Bears, but we got a wide receiver from the Bears. 1 second. Let me put up the Falcons wide receiver room. That name always rolls off the tongue because we got somebody on the team named Moore.
I ain't see that trade now. That boy DJ.
Man, that would have happened, man. I feel like the city would be turned.
Carolina, man. The Panthers they would hold him back. So I think he's going to surge with the Bears.
Man, oh boy, that offense about to be crazy.
Yeah. It's Caleb Williams.
Well, yeah,
do what he got to do, but yeah.
We got Darnell Mooney, Rondell Moore. Rondale Moore is the name. Rondale Moore came from the Cardinals.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think they gearing up for Drake London to be number one. Like this is supposed to be the year where he solidified himself as the Falcons' number one receiver.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just too much talk about we need a receiver on all parts, and I was kind of like, can we? I'm like, I'm in the midst of. Let's see what happens. We have a lot of weapons here.
Yeah. How's
Yeah.
y'all offensive lineman?
Offensive lineman, I think we're running back with the same line we had last year. And the offensive line isn't really bad. It's just I remember a few weeks ago I said the regime that we got now is going to be the difference maker. Because we already got all the talent. We have a top 10 offensive line. They showed top 5, abilities last year. The year before that, they were top 5 by the end of the year after being ranked the worst offensive line in the league before the season started.
Okay.
But last year they showed their flashes. We just didn't have the quarterback. This year we running it back with the same offensive line. You gotta forgive me. I ain't a big name person. I'm a face person. You could put players in front of me and I'll be like, I know you or I don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just because I got 2 big old families. That's how I became a face person.
You're so silly.
I'm being for real with you though. I got 2 big old families, dog. I sold a what was it? Solomon. I believe Solomon, he passed away a couple months ago. Solomon Dennis. I met him selling him furniture. On God. I met that man selling him furniture. I looked at him. I said, bro, you look like my daddy, man. He said, what's your dad's name? I said, my dad's name Bo, Michael Dennis. He said, boy, I'm your cousin.
Man, that's so silly.
But yeah, it's like I know a lot of faces. But I know that Falcons offensive line, they put a lot of money into it. Yeah. And we got to play better than we did last year. But we got a new quarterback. We got a new regime. I personally do feel like the regime that we brought in, Raheem Morris, Zach Robinson, Jimmy Lake, I believe is our defensive coordinator. He was over in Washington at one point. So, it's like we brought in a new regime. We already got all the pieces. It's up to them to put it together. They are the key this year. I think they're more of a key than the players that we got because Arthur Smith had a bunch of talent and we saw how that went.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely think this was a different culture reshape for y'all. I'm excited for that. The culture change can be a make or breaker for an organization. And I think the culture change for y'all is definitely going to help y'all out. So good luck to y'all, man. Like I said, the Falcons not my team, but I don't root against them, man. I always want them to succeed, but they just never seem to do what they need to do. And so hopefully this new regime is the turnaround for them to go in the right direction they need to. So I'm excited for them, and good luck to them. Good luck to them for sure. So
man, I need to go do more research on my Colts. I've been talking about my Falcons too much.
Fast. The Colts gonna be good too. Colts gonna be good.
Oh, I know. I see. Boy, that offense about to be. The offense about to be crazy. Yeah. I need to go and check on the defense though. Make sure it's all right.
Yeah, Shane Steichen, real good offensive minded guy. And then Anthony Richardson in his second year, y'all definitely have potential up there. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah, everybody paid too, so ain't no controversy. Good. Everybody paid that need to be paid. We rocking and rolling.
Okay, good. Looking good. Moving on to the college baseball World Series championship updates from this past week. Kind of unfortunate, but still good to go. So right now, from last Saturday, June 8th, we had Evansville defeat number 1 Tennessee 10-8. We had number 8 Florida State defeat UConn 10-8. We had number 10 NC State absolutely dominate Georgia 18-1. We had number 3 Texas A&M defeat Oregon 10-6. We had unranked Florida defeat number 6 Clemson 10-7. Number 12 Virginia defeated Kansas State 10-4. West Virginia 2-1. So moving on to Sunday games, we had number 7 Georgia defeat number 10 NC State 11. Number 4 we had unranked Florida to their next round of the championship. They defeated Clemson, and that's 2-0. We had number 1 Tennessee 12-1. Next round of the college baseball championship World Series. Also, we had number 3 Texas A&M defeat Oregon to advance to their next round of the college baseball championships, and we had number 2 Kentucky also defeat number 1 Oregon State to advance to the Baseball Championship. From Monday games, we had NC State with the comeback win over Georgia, 8-5. Really disappointing to me. I've seen a lot of people online, hey, say good season, blah 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 blah. No, it wasn't a good season. Yeah, okay, we reached our first super regional in 16 years. That was cool. But when you had an opportunity to win and play your best baseball, we didn't play our best baseball. We dominated the first game. The worst loss I've seen in them all season. To lose by 17 runs in the NCAA baseball championship regional round. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's bad.
But it's all good though. The Wolfpack, they took down my Bulldogs. So like I said, that's my new adopted team. NC State and Georgia Bulldogs is my home team. So have for the Wolfpack, man. Wolfpack deserve it. They obviously were the better team, and they got it done. So they moved on and advanced to the next round. So we have the Men's College World Series double round kicking off tomorrow, Friday, June 14th at 2 p.m. on ESPN. We will have number 4 North Carolina hosting number 12 Virginia. And following that game on ESPN tomorrow night at 7 p.m., we have number 1 Tennessee hosting number 8 Florida State. So make sure y'all tune into the Saturday Sports Huddle to get the second elimination round matchups. And then as we continue to get closer and closer to the Men's World College Series Championship game. So again, make sure y'all tune into the Saturday Sports Huddle to get updated information from the North Carolina-Virginia game and the Tennessee and Florida in college baseball. Moving on to NBA action last night, man. NBA action. Are the Boston Celtics getting the brooms out? What you think?
Honestly, I kind of hope they're getting the brooms out because this ain't a team you want to play with. And Boston done shown that they like to play with their food. Like that's kind of what I like to do. That's why I call it. I heard somebody say that on the radio one time, and I just started to pay attention. Like Boston like to play with their food, man. They sit here and let you hang around and everything, knowing they can go ahead and take you out. So it's like this ain't a team to play around with. I don't. It's cliche to say the series is over.
It is.
I feel like it. It's cliche to say the series is over. But this is good. Like that next game is just gonna show what type of team Boston is. Are y'all gonna go for the well, we want to win this on our home floor type thing and be gentleman sweep, or Boston gonna be Boston that we know Boston can be, and just be like, you know what, we're gonna nip this in the bud. We don't want to play another game. We're gonna go home and celebrate. We don't want to go home and play.
I'm gonna tell you why they're gonna sweep them. I'm gonna tell you why they're gonna sweep them. The lack of defensive production. Come flaunt and have a pissy fit in front of the camera, all this other stuff, and the way they came out, I just knew the Mavericks were gonna win this game. Kyrie hitting shots, people getting involved. I'm like, okay, Kyrie is complimenting Luka tonight. Nope. Luka, he did his thing. He did okay, 27, 6 and 6, but to get fouled out of an NBA Finals game, buddy, are you even trying to play defense? Are you moving your feet? What are you doing? But like I said, he trying to be all dramatic and flop. And it's not, they're gonna get swept, man. And it's sad to say, that. Honestly, I wish the Timberwolves would have won. Timberwolves would have been a way better matchup than the Mavericks defensively. Two of the top defensive teams in the league going at it in the finals. Shoot, boy. But this ain't going to Game 7 like I thought it was. It's not. It's not, unfortunately. I thought we were gonna see a Game 7 final series, but we're not.
Nah, go ahead and get that MVP to Jaylen Brown.
Boston Celtics about to get the broom out and just go on, put them to rest, because it's not gonna be good, man. It's not gonna be good. So from Sunday and Wednesday games, the Boston Celtics won in those last 2 games, and it's almost crazy that the score is almost identical. From Sunday game, that the Celtics defeated the Mavericks 105-98, and last night games they defeated the Mavericks 106-99. So they literally each added 1 point to the win-loss score from Sunday games to Wednesday games. So like I said, I think Friday the Celtics are going to come out, because the thing about it, the Mavericks hit the Celtics in the face. They hit them in the mouth at the first quarter. They hit them right in the mouth. They came out, went up big. But soon after that, hey, the Celtics settled in and they started playing championship basketball. And Joe Mazzulla has those guys believing in themselves. They've been believing in themselves all season, and now they know they can taste it. They can taste it, and they're going to get it done. They're going to get it done. They've been here too many times to not finish, and I think they're going to do it this year. I think they're going to sweep these guys and solidify themselves as the best team in the NBA going forward. Because with the roster they have, shoot, even the Bucks is hard to beat them. You know, people I seen earlier this year about how the Boston Celtics got to the finals, injury from other teams. They've been injured too. They literally been playing their best basketball with one another All-Star on their team, Chris Porzingis. You know what I mean? Like, come on now.
Yeah, they can't really use that. They got all the way here without Porzingis.
Exactly. Like, come on now. Like, just imagine when this guy's healthy and on the court. Them guys gonna be dominating. He ain't even really played all season. I don't even think he played the second half of the season after the All-Star break. Like,
yeah, he played with all of two playoff games.
Yeah, and that's been in the finals. But
all day we can sum it up as 3 there. He played 1 in the first round and played 2 in the finals.
Okay, well, yeah, 3 then. Like, yes, I haven't been following the Celtics. I don't really, you know what I mean? They ain't my team, but
no, it's just all you hear about. You know how they go.
Yeah, but I think they'll get the brooms out on these guys, man, because the Mavericks don't want it, man. The Mavericks don't want it. These guys, the supporting cast, they get the starters got 2 points, and yeah, they don't want to win, man. It's all good, but
man, pull the brooms out on their home floor, dog. Don't take this back home.
They getting the brooms poured out on them, man. They
give Jalen that MVP, dog.
Luka and Kyrie gonna have to drop 50 each, and I don't see it. I don't see it personally. So, then moving on to Major League Baseball update and recap from this week. The Braves are just looking not the Braves. It's just
still looking disgusting.
Looking terrible. Just terrible looking. Just makes my stomach just hurts.
I was definitely gonna come in here and ask you about my Braves report, asking what's going on with the Braves.
Don't ask me. I don't know what's going on with them. They don't know how to play baseball no more. People get in.
Dang.
Baseball. You know, the bats don't know how to swing. The pitchers don't pitch good. I don't know what's going on. You know, hey man, but. Monday games in the Major League Baseball, we had the Orioles defeat the Tampa Bay Rays 5-2. We had the Twins defeat the Rockies 5-0. We had the Yankees over the Royals 4-2. The Brewers defeated the Blue Jays 3-1. The Mariners defeated the White Sox 8-4. The Padres defeated the Athletics 6-1, and the Giants defeated the Astros 4-3. Tuesday games, we had the Orioles defeat the Braves 4-0. We had the Nationals over the Tigers 5-4. The Rays defeated the Cubs 5-2. The Guardians over the Reds 5-3. The Marlins defeated the Mets 4-2. The Phillies over the Red Sox 4-1. The Rockies defeated the Twins 5-4. The Pirates over the Cardinals 2-1. The Yankees defeated the Royals 10-1. The Blue Jays defeated the Brewers 3-0. The Diamondbacks defeated the Angels 9-4. The Mariners defeated the White Sox 4-3. The Padres defeated the Athletics 4-3. The Astros over the Giants 3-1. And the Dodgers defeated the Rangers 15-2. Recap of last night games: we had the Orioles defeat the Braves 4-2. The Twins over the Rockies 17-9. The Brewers defeated the Blue Jays 5-4. The Tigers 5. The Cubs defeated the Rays 4-3. The Reds defeated the Guardians 4-2. The Mets defeat the Marlins 10-4. The Red Sox defeated the Phillies 8-6. The Cardinals defeated the Pirates 4-2. The Yankees defeated the Royals 11-5. The Angels defeated the Diamondbacks 8-3. The Mariners defeated the White Sox 2-1. And the Rangers defeated the Dodgers 3-2. For today's games, kicking off at 1 o'clock, we have the Orioles hosting the Braves. We have the Nationals going up against the Tigers. The Royals hosting the Yankees. The Pirates going up against the Cardinals. The Rays hosting the Cubs. The Marlins versus the Mets. The Red Sox hosting the Phillies. The Athletics going up against the Twins. The Diamondbacks hosting the Angels. The White Sox going up against the Mariners. And the Dodgers are hosting the Rangers. For Friday games, June 14th, we have the Cubs hosting the Cardinals, the Red Sox the Yankees, the Nationals hosting the Marlins, the Braves hosting the Rays. Man, we done let the Nationals catch up to us We are 3 games ahead of the Nationals. This is disrespectful. This is crazy.
Oh Lord.
Oh my gosh. We had the Orioles defeat the Phillies. We had the Orioles hosting the Phillies, the Blue Jays hosting the Guardians, the Padres going against the Mets, the Brewers versus the Reds, the Astros hosting the Tigers, the Athletics going up against the Twins, the Rockies versus the Pirates, the White Sox versus the Diamondbacks, the Royals going up against the Dodgers, the Mariners versus the Rangers, and the Angels going up against the Giants. You know what I just thought of, man? The
What's up?
Dallas Mavericks going to the NBA Finals is getting swept. It's the same result as the Dallas Cowboys getting in the first round of the playoffs and going home. I can't. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. And Dallas this, Dallas that. But Dallas sucks. Okay, Dallas sucks. I would hate to be for that city. I would, you know what I mean? Because being from Atlanta, at least, we didn't have a peak where we were good. You know what I mean? Like we didn't have a peak where we go Super Bowl champions, and we just suck now. We just, we had teams that were good. We had a Super Bowl appearance, but we weren't like a powerhouse city of teams. You know what I mean? Except the Braves. The
Mm-hmm.
Braves were the '90s. We got 2 World Series. They like our biggest sports team of champions. You know what I mean? The Atlanta United, they got a championship also, but like of the professional teams that we have, we've never been at the mountaintop. How Dallas has, and how Pittsburgh has, and how New England and these big to see. Oh, Dallas, bro, D-Town, Mavericks, Cowboys, Dallas, and then get to the biggest stage and fluke out. It's just disgusting to see. Like, oh my gosh, but good luck to them, man. Shout out to all the Dallas fans, the Cowboys, the Mavericks. Good luck for y'all, man. I'm gonna pray for y'all. I'm gonna pray for all y'all. Moving on to the Stanley Cup Finals update. Stanley Cup Finals is heating up. The series has shifted to Canada. The Panthers have taken a 2-0 lead series. Like I said, I'm definitely rooting for the Panthers. They've grinded all last year and this past season to reach their back-to-back Stanley Cup Finals appearance, and I think they're definitely in a position to go and solidify themselves and become Stanley Cup champions. And I think they're gonna win tonight in Canada. I don't think they're gonna sweep the Oilers. They definitely can, but I think they're gonna win tonight in Canada, and then I think on Saturday the Oilers are going to come back and win 1 game. And I think when the series goes back to Florida, if they allow it to go back to Florida, the Panthers will win on their home floor. So that's my prediction right now. I don't think the Oilers are going to get swept, but I think they're going to lose tonight and probably win Saturday. And I think the series is going to shift back to Florida, where the Panthers will win their first ever Stanley Cup title. So,
have you heard anything about the Atlanta team yet?
not any more updates right now. Not even updates at the moment, but hopefully we have something set in stone before the end of the year. Because I'm looking forward to it, man. Yeah, so this would be their first ever Stanley Cup championship if the Panthers win. So obviously that's going to feel great for that fan base to see that. I've been granted and blessed with the opportunity to see my team win a championship also. So it's a great feeling to be able to see your team, when they've been good for so long and had opportunities to win and they didn't get it done. To finally win one is really awesome to see. So especially when it's the first one, that's dope to see. So hopefully the Florida Panthers pull it out and they become Stanley Cup champions, man. So we shall see. Make sure y'all stay tuned in. Make sure y'all following. Again, to the game tonight is at 8 p.m. on ABC. And again, that series has shifted back to Canada. The Oilers will be hosting the Panthers tonight at 8 p.m. on ABC. So make sure y'all tune in, and we'll go from there. So moving on to WNBA action last night. WNBA action from last night. Shout out to Angel Reese. She recorded her first ever, not double, but she recorded a career high last night in points and rebounds. I believe she had 20 points and 10 rebounds. Just truly excited for her growth. And you didn't see, even back to the controversy from the Olympic team and Angel Reese, even Cameron Brink, she was the number 2 pick. You don't see her be like, oh, why am I off the team? But that roster though, with them 3 girls I just named for this Olympic team coming up in 2028, gonna be fire.
We're about to be lit.
I mean, Cameron Brink, she's a beast over there in LA. But her, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, all these girls, man, this new talent of young ladies that's coming in professional basketball is just unmatched, man. It's just awesome to see. So I'm truly excited about that. Also another sidebar for not Caitlin Clark, for Angel Reese. Angel Reese currently leads all the rookies for the month of June in points, rebounds, steals, PER. I don't know what that means. Offensive rating, win shares, and double doubles. Again, Angel Reese, she leads the rookies for the month of June in all of those categories. So, just truly playing, great professional basketball early in her career. Also with Caitlin Clark and a lot of these other young rookies. So, I'm just excited to see the continued growth of the WNBA and the continued growth of these ladies' talent that's being put on display. So, it's going to be dope. So last night we had the Kinetic Sun defeat the Chicago Sky 83-75. For today's games, also at 7 p.m. tonight on ESPN, Storm going up against the Dallas Wings, and tonight at 10 p.m. on Prime Video, we have the Las Vegas Aces going up against the Phoenix Mercury.
I'm gonna make sure I watch that one
again tonight at 10 p.m. on Prime Video. So make sure y'all tune in. Then Friday games, June 14th, we have the DC Mystic hosting the Chicago Sky, and we have the Minnesota Lynx hosting the LA Sparks. And just one side note that I want to get on the Atlanta Dream about. The Atlanta Dream lost to the DC Mystic and allowed the DC Mystic to win their first game this year. And honestly, I don't like the coach from the Atlanta Dream. I don't like her. I don't dislike her as a person. I don't like her as a coach. I don't think she has these ladies in a position to play winning basketball. It's too much talent on the Atlanta Dream for them not to play at a super, super high level and consistently. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what she's demanding from them. I don't know what their work ethic is and their facility and stuff like that. But I don't think this head coach is the piece we need to get the Atlanta Dream to back where the Atlanta Dream were. You know what I mean? So, because we were so dominant for years. I just thought we were never gonna fall off, and lo and behold, that's what truly happened. We freaking fell off. So, I just think the front office needs to do a revamp with the head coach and the coaching staff, and we need to do something different because we have super super immense talent. Ryan Howard, she just became something for the NBA, the first player to reach like 1,000 something. I can't think. Let me go look it up real quick. Look it up real quick. We have super super top tier talent, and it's not producing the way we need it to produce for us. So I think something needs to change sooner than later, and to get the Dream to where they need to be at. They're not there yet. They're not there. Excuse me. So yeah. Oh, Ryan Howe.
Hey, yo, by the way, Andrew Reese is the fastest WNBA player to record 100 rebounds since Breonna Stewart.
Okay, see? Beast.
Yeah, I'm over here looking at who is it, Asia Wilson? I don't want to keep pronouncing people's name wrong.
Wilson, yeah, she a dog animal.
Yeah, I'm looking at her stat line. That's why you said that 10 p.m. game. I said I'm gonna make sure I watch that tonight.
Yeah, shot it like that.
Yeah, cause while everybody talking about Caitlin Clark on the other end, in another universe, the only thing people talking about is Asia Wilson.
Yeah, shout out a beast. So Ryan Howard became the youngest player in WNBA history to make 200 3-pointers. So, again, when you have a player like that who can shoot the ball at a high level, obviously better than Caitlin Clark right now from what it's saying in the books. You know what I mean? Until Caitlin Clark beat that record. But Ryan Howard is the youngest player in WNBA history ever to score 200 3-pointers. You know what I mean? When you have a player like that on your team and we're not winning games, she's just one player that's good. On the team. When we have players like that, generational talent, and we're not winning games, come on, man. But I digress. Moving on to the United Football League Conference Championships, or the UFL Conference Championships for last week. We had the XFL Championship, and we had the United States Football League Championship games last week, and the XFL, not the XFL, and the UFL. So on Saturday games, June 8th, we had the Stallions defeat the Panthers to become the USFL Conference Champions. So they would go up against the Brahmas this weekend coming up for the XFL championship game. So the Brahmas defeated the Battlehawks in the XFL Conference Championship, 25-15. And I'm sorry, the UFL championship will be this weekend. So this Sunday, June 16th, we will have the UFL. I don't know if I keep saying the XFL. We will have the UFL championship game, the Brahmas versus the Stallions, this weekend on Sunday night or Sunday evening on Fox at 5 p.m. So again, on Saturday, Sports Soda, I will give a reminder to check out that game for Sunday at 5 p.m. on Fox. That should be a pretty good game. I think I'm that just because it's the championship game for the United Football League, and just to see those guys play at the highest level for what they play at right now to win, to become champions. So that's pretty cool, man. So make sure y'all go support and check out that championship game that's coming up this Sunday at 5 p.m. on Fox. Moving on to
Any NFL news, cousin?
Any NFL news? No, it's really just drama now. I can't even lie to you. I'm gearing up to. I'm like definitely about to make this push back towards writing. I'm gearing up my Dark Horse series. I normally used to do that every single year. I go and I pick Dark
I
Horses.
do have something from the Patriots camp. So Tom Brady was inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame last night, and they also retired his number 12 number. So congratulations to him. Coming out of the Vikings camp, Sam Darnold has been named the starter for quarterback position at for the Vikings. So we shall see how that plays out. Who's not at camp right now? Let's see.
Everybody, CD Lamb.
Everybody is calling out of mandatory camp, so these guys are getting fined. Just a lot of, like I said, drama stuff. This is such, these grown men be acting like little women, little girls, man. Like y'all not getting paid. Like you haven't got paid millions of dollars before you looking for a new contract to play football. People play football for free in their life. This is supposed to be the sport that y'all love, and I understand it's a business, this is y'all job, but when people are getting so full of themselves to say, hey, I'm not showing up because I feel like I should make more money than XYZ and XYZ, like just think about all the guys who are free agents and who are undrafted free agents who play for pennies and still produce at high levels. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you were fortunate enough to have your name be called in the draft and be such a big shot guy, but don't be a diva, man. Keep the main thing. Play football, play basketball, whatever sport you play, just play and just keep it moving, man, because you're setting horrible examples for gentlemen and ladies who are coming up in professional sports. You know what I mean? Like, do you love the sport? You played the sport for free for all these years, but now you've made millions of dollars. Now it's a problem that you're not making more than what you made before you was playing for free. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, they got too much going on, man. But it ain't my team. My boy, we there. The Eagles, we accounted for. You know what I'm saying? They everybody showed up.
Oh yeah, y'all lock and loaded. I'm gonna keep saying people better stop playing. They want to sit here and want to just dog on Jalen Hurts and stuff. Like, people better stop playing. The Eagles have revamped this offseason.
Yes, sir.
It is not a drill.
Shout out to that boy Howie, man. Yes, sir. So.
I got something for you right here though. So apparently Anthony Richardson from my Colts, he went on sports radio and he said that playing in the NFL is easier than college.
Well, I mean, it's his take, man. It's opinionated. I can't say for sure either one. I didn't play in college or the NFL, so I can't say.
I just feel like it's two different. I feel like it's two different plays, dog. I don't know if you could. I don't know if you really could even say that. It's two different type styles of play.
I just think maybe from perspective of seeing it from outside, college is hungrier. They're hungrier in college. Like I said, those guys they're playing to become professionals. You see what I'm saying? Like when you become a professional, like I just even gave the example. They're divas. These guys become divas now. It's about money. It's not about the love of the game anymore. It's about money. So in college, I definitely think I definitely see where he's coming from, saying college was harder because again, those guys are playing out there every snap like it's their last snap.
Oh no, he said playing in the NFL. No, he said playing in college. No, he said NFL is easier than college.
Yeah,
My bad. Continue.
Yeah. So it's like playing in college. Like I said, those guys are every snap counts. Here it's like, oh, I got my snap count in. Even if I suit up there, I'm gonna get my game checked. I don't got to go on the field. I'm gonna get paid today. You know what I mean? It's like, so I don't know. Like I said, I can't say from the side of sitting on, being on the field and playing because I've never played collegiate or professional football. You know what I mean? So I can't say, oh, it's easier because I'm not on the field. But like I said, from the perspective of intensity and will to go dominate, I definitely think it's the college football scene is definitely more focused on that than just that of the NFL. And not every team is like that. 'Cause like I said, the Eagles, we play hard nosed football, and when we don't play hard nosed football, the Eagles fan base is going to let you know. So I definitely think the coaches, some coaches in the NFL are like college teams, like they play like this their last snap type of thing. You know what I mean? But other than that, I just think it's full of divas, man. It's full of divas. The talent level of all those guys being top tier talent is no brainer. But other than that, man, well, I digress. Moving on to the wrestling world.
Shoot, but we got 5 minutes. You want to start up another one?
Yes, sir. You already know it. What we got? What we got in the wrestling world, my guy?
All right. So you told me you did want me to go back. Last weekend was action packed. On my end, it definitely was action packed. I had New Japan Dominion and I had NXT Battleground. Also, I did an episode talking about these things, but the most important fact was at the end of my last episode. The G1 climax is right around the corner. I'll actually, if I can find that information for you real quick, I'll drop that nugget too for wrestling fans. I feel like the G1 climax is the perfect time for anybody that wants to get into New Japan to start. But here we go. We had Dominion back on June 9th in Osaka Hall in Japan. Dominion is like kind of like New Japan's, I could say like the SummerSlam in a way. It's a big pay-per-view. Tetsuya Naito defeated Caleb Newman. We had a trios match. TMDK, Zack Sabre Jr., Robbie Eagle, and Kosei Fujita defeated Bullet Club, War Dog, Clark Connors, Joe Maloney, and LJ Cleary. I need to go and see LJ Cleary because I believe he's new. That's one match I did miss from that card. The KOPW Championship was on the line in the Catch Rules match. Great O'Khan defeated Yu Yu Romero to become the new champion. And other title matches, because when the title matches happen in New Japan, that's when the greatest matches happen. But the never open weight 6-man tag team match happened. We have new champions, and my boy Yoda Tsuji actually got a big win or pinfall over Hiroshi Tanahashi. That's a big deal because he's a young guy coming up, and he's already had 2 title shots. So that's a future world champion too, as far as like the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. He always had 2 title shots. He lost both of them, but he's still green as far as coming back from excursion. So Los Cinco de Nobles de Japón. Los Cinco de Nobles de Japón. That's their name. LIJ. Hiroshi Takahashi, Yota Tsuji, and Bushi defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi, Toriano, and Bolton Oleg to become the new never open weight 6-man tag team champions. In a 15-minute blitz for the NJPW World Television Championship, we had Jeff Cobb defeat Tomohiro Ishii in a classic. Their matches are always good. There was a 4-way tornado elimination match for 2 tag team belts. It was the IWGP World Tag Team titles and the New Japan Strong World Tag Team titles, or New Japan Strong Championships. My bad. We had TMDK, Shane Hayes and Mikey Nichols defeated Kenta and Taiji Shimori from Bullet Club, the Gorillas of Destiny, El Phantasmo, and Hikuleo. And speaking of Hikuleo, he is also related to Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. He is the little brother, the little big brother, like I like to call him, because he's 7 feet tall. His days in New Japan are over, and from what I'm hearing, WWE wants him, and he's probably going to go to WWE, be with his brothers, and get ushered into the Bloodline story. So when you see a 7-footer pop up on your screen on SmackDown or at the next PLE, just know that's Hikuleo, and he was in New Japan. And also, they defeated Bishiman to Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi. The Never Openweight Championship was on the line, and this was a crazy match that ended in a double KO. Both men stayed down for 10 seconds. It was a war, cousin. I'm telling you that. It was a complete war between Shingo Takagi and Hanare. But I know this from watching New Japan the past couple of years. You can always depend on Shingo Takagi and Hanare having a banger match. And then you had the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship in a lumberjack death match between John Moxley and Evil. That was great. The commentary team really sold me on this match because they was really wilding and they was putting over John Moxley. I'm talking about like they were saying in multiple ways possible. Put some respect on this man's name. He is a legend in this business, and I stand with them. I can even quote something I said before, but like my cousin is making me a better person when it comes to not cussing on podcasts. So I try not to cuss on podcasts. I even take that to my own stuff now. And then the Best of Super Juniors finals, El Desperado finally did it in his third try, and he is now won the Best of Super Juniors. He defeated Taiji Ishimori in a banger. I believe they did go over 30 minutes in that match. And he is going to go on the challenge show, and I believe they're setting up a cage match for that one. Now, over here in the States, we had NXT Battleground, and Shawn Michaels is down there cooking up filet mignon or whatever you want. It's exotic food going on, going on in NXT, which is called a developmental company, and it's strange. But 1 second, let me make sure I pull that back up for you because they gave me the wrong one. I ain't asked for this week's.
The boy Shawn Michael got the sweet chin music. He said he got the sweet chin GM, don't he?
Boy, he down there in NXT cooking. He a booker. You know, DX basically running. DX running WWE. Like Triple H up on the main roster, he's had a booking up there, and then Shawn Michaels over here in NXT, and he's controlling booking. DX runs WWE right now.
The Generation X.
Yeah, but in the inaugural, in the first match for the NXT Women's North American Championship, Kalani Jordan won that match. I cannot lie to you, I was honestly surprised. I'm not going to say she didn't deserve it. Every single woman in that match, if you're in the WWE and you're fighting for a title, you clearly deserve to be here. Now, whether we agree with the decisions, that's on us, but they deserve to be here at the end of the day. And we deserve to talk about it. But Kalani Jordan, congratulations to her for becoming the first NXT Women's North American Champion. No matter how long the reign is, nobody can take that away from her. She is the first. Nathan Frazier and Axiom retained their tag team championships in the Classic against the OC. Lola Vice defeated Shayna Baszler in the NXT Underground match. It was pretty decent. Oba Femi, dog. If you ever get a chance to see about Oba Femi, I don't know where WWE found him, but he is a complete and utter monster. So Oba Femi retained his North American Championship in a triple threat match against Wesley and Joe Coffey. Roxanne Perez and Jordan Grace tore the house down. I was honestly about to text you and be like, hey, yo, if you're not doing nothing, cut on this match right now on Peacock. But I know you was watching the NBA Finals. I ain't want to interrupt that.
I be sleep too. Till the 10 o'clock come. Hey, man.
Hey, dog.
Hey, man. I don't be up like I used to no more, man. I got to be doing something. But if I ain't doing nothing, I'm...
Oh no, I completely understand you on that, man. Like I had to work hard to become a early bird. Waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning became a mission for me a couple years ago. So it's like now I'm locked in. I don't really stay up that late. I'll wake up early as hell though.
Yeah.
Roxanne Perez defeated Jordan Grace in an absolute classic in the first showing of kind of a WWE versus TNA. And cousin, that match was a banger. You can hear that the fans want this because from the beginning bell, the crowd was chanting TNA and they was split, chanting NXT and TNA. So we want this and we want more of it. But that match was great and it should have been the main event. But in the main event, we had Trick Williams defeat Ethan Page, who had his first match. And that's how you know you're a good heel, when you kind of swindle your first match being a championship match. But Trick Williams won. The match was okay. They'll probably have another one, and that one I expect to be better as soon as Ethan gets more acclimated to NXT and they kind of get a better gist of each other. But that's old news right there. That's what happened. What we got coming up though, as far as on my end, I'm going to PCW. That's a local wrestling show, and I'm going to that on Friday. But I'm also going to a show on Sunday. I'm working really hard to get to that. I'm gonna make sure I get my tickets today. And I'm a tag Change for Wrestling in this. Change for Wrestling is about to be an annual event, all black. That's gonna be happening once a year with black wrestlers, commentators, everything. It's an all black event celebrating Juneteenth, but it's wrestling.
That's right, Juneteenth, baby.
But the main event is the main reason I want to go. I know you don't know who Velveteen Dream is. He has had a past. He has definitely had a past. But he was at one point the future of WWE. And I don't know how the hell Velveteen Dream ended up coming down here to the country and being there up the street from my house, 5 minutes away. And you having a match against Narcissism, I definitely got to be there. And if you don't know who Narcissism is, he done showed up on Reality of Wrestling on YouTube with Booker T, and he travels all around the country now. He is friends with Xavier Woods. I watched the documentary. I'll not watch the documentary, but I read up on him a while ago. So, you know, him and Xavier Woods from New Day in WWE, they were tight. So that's actually a very good match that I'm excited for. We do have WWE Clash at the Castle this weekend. They're gonna be in Glasgow. That card, hey yo, I gotta be honest with you, cousin. I like the idea that WWE does like these little 5-match cards, but I feel like they need to kind of go up to 8. 5 matches is cool, but they got a big roster. Like, give me like 7 or 8 matches.
Mm-hmm.
In 1 second, I'm gonna get the card right up here.
Hey, while we in the fighting scene, also the wrestling fighting world, make sure y'all tune in to that Saturday fight. Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin. That's gonna be a good one, man. That's gonna be a good one. I'm excited for that fight. So.
Yeah, I saw a video last night. People clowning Frank Martin because he flinched. Man, look here, that's a reflex.
I mean, it is a reflex, but hey, bro, you don't got to flinch like that, bro. I ain't gonna hit you though. He was kind of late too, though. He was kind of late. Now he would have got hit, boy. He was late.
Oh, he was definitely late. You saw he tried to do a combo.
Yeah, he was late. He was late. But nah, I think it's gonna be a good fight. You know, for even Frank Martin, both of these guys going in, you just want to put their best foot forward. I think they're gonna do that. I think Frank Martin from the camp, from Earl Spence camp, you know, Earl Spence got dominated by Crawford, you know, last year. And I think he's going to be looking to come out and fight his best against Tank. You know, Tank is a beast, and I think it's going to be a good fight, man. But I think Tank is ultimately going to win. I just think he has a little bit more mental edge over Frank Martin, and I think that flinch thing at the show definitely, you know, put that little extra mental edge over. So I'm excited.
Yeah. I got you right here with these cards. So unfortunately, we only got 5 matches on the card. I ain't gonna complain about it because it's normal. I'm just like, I feel like we could bump it up to probably about 6 or 7. But they got a formula that's working for them, and they pulling numbers with
y'all be on the lookout for Mad Matt GM of one of these wrestling companies. Tell you, man.
And hey, I ain't gonna say none of that. I'm just a creative mind. But we got Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. I feel like they about to drop the belts because there's rumors going around that Bianca's pregnant. So I feel like they about to drop them belts. But Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. By the way, shout out, thoughts and prayers go to Alba Fire, man. That's something vicious to lose your mom that way. So thoughts and prayers go out to Alba Fire. That was fucked up. It broke my heart to hear that.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers to the young lady and her family.
Yeah,
bless you, please.
Yeah, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. And it's Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks in the triple threat match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. I personally think just because they're in Alba Fire and Isla Dawn's home countries, they're going to take the belts. And WWE likes to do title changes overseas. Then we got Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship. Chad Gable is, I believe, still not under contract, but he's putting together some of the best TV we've seen from him in a while. So I think he's about to take that belt off of Sami Zayn. They're finally going to make him a champion. Bayley versus Piper Niven for the WWE Women's Championship. Bayley's going to retain, but Piper Niven's going to have a great match because she's been one of WWE's best hidden secrets when it comes to having good matches and working with whatever they gave her. We got to remember, this was the woman they called Dewdrop at one point, and we was all offended. But she went out on TV, and when the bell rang, it didn't matter what they called her. She was a good wrestler. So her getting this title shot is big, and hopefully it leads to more opportunities, but I see Bayley retaining. We got Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles Part 2. The Georgia boys going at it again.
Okay.
AJ Styles from Georgia too, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. But Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles Part 2 for the Undisputed Championship in the I Quit match.
I Quit. I ain't heard that match in a long time.
Yeah, I know. So they got an I Quit match coming up this Saturday. Most likely Cody probably gonna retain it, but some people feel like AJ Styles may be gearing up for a one last run in TNA, and if that's the case, I'm all for it because he done dropped the infamous line on TV. I don't got much time left, And the last person to drop that line was Shawn Michaels. So we know what that meant. You know, it kind of a little sad, but we know it's just careers coming to an end. But I feel like AJ Styles, he's gonna give us a great match again. Cody Rhodes is gonna solidify himself as champion again, and AJ is probably gonna go over to TNA and have one final run, or they might even send him to Japan. I'll get to that in a second because I don't know what WWE got going on, but they cooking in other countries. They cooking over there in Japan right now. But we got in the main event. The home crowd hero Drew McIntyre will be challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship against Damian Priest. Hopefully, this is his moment. He just signed that new contract. It's nice and pretty. You know, you eating steak every night. The man done put on 10 more pounds of muscle. I don't know why a guy that's already 265 feels it needs to be 275. But, you know, it's his prerogative. But Drew McIntyre should complete this moment. It's too big of a stage. This whole environment right now, when this match goes down, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre should feel like John Cena when he walked into ECW One Night Stand against Rob Van Dam. Damian Priest is going in with a lot of heat. Drew McIntyre is coming in with a lot of fanfare because it's his hometown. He's gonna have his family there with him, so it should be a good main event. I got Drew McIntyre winning, and the only reason he doesn't win in my eyes is if CM Punk costs him the championship. You know, he's been quiet the past couple of weeks, so we don't know what he got going on. In other retrospect news, because I know you got a fan, I know your audience is wide and it spreads out, so I know you got people in there that's out there watching Japanese wrestling. But we have this event in Japan called All Together coming up. Basically, it's like New Japan, Pro Wrestling, Noah, DDT Pro. I'm trying to see if there's another company. I don't think they got Stardom in there this year. No, I'm seeing New Japan, Pro Wrestling, Noah, and DDT Pro. But we have, and All Japan Pro Wrestling, because my boy Kento Miyahara is going to be on the card. I might have to check that out. But it's a mega event that Japan is doing, bringing together like 4 or 5 different promotions on one card. If you want me to read out the card for you, I will. But I'll just inform the people about this.
When is this happening? This weekend?
This is happening this weekend. Also, by the way, you can catch Clash at the Castle on Peacock. It comes on at 2 p.m. on Saturday.
Okay. That's for WWE, right?
Yeah, that's for WWE. This All Together Japan show, that's actually coming on Saturday as well. But that's going to be early in the morning.
You do real good pronouncing the Japanese name, boy. You be over there spinning them out.
Man, look here. That's because I watch a lot of documentaries and shit. I be wanting to know, like, if you gonna say their names over and over again, you might as well start getting it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then unfortunately, I give you this main event spot for anybody that watches Japanese wrestling. I don't like Jake Lee. My boy Justin Nipper knows I don't like Jake Lee. I just don't like Jake Lee. I don't know what people saw in him. I don't know why he had that title reign for God knows how long in pro wrestling. No, it was kind of a turnoff for me because I was just like, I didn't see it in that guy. It was kind of like if you went to, what's that knockoff store? It wasn't Blockbusters. It was what, Hollywood Videos?
Hollywood, you so silly. Yeah, Hollywood, you so silly.
Yeah, it's like, mama, can we get Shinsuke Nakamura? No, we got Shinsuke Nakamura at home, and it's Jake Lee.
You so
no, man. Like, he a heel now, so it's like it makes it even worse. You know I don't like you, and you driving that. Like, yeah, Jake Lee versus Tetsuya Naito. Tetsuya Naito, bro, go ahead and get this man up out of here. I ain't got time for this. But yeah, that's pretty much everything going on this weekend. You know, that we got.
Well, anytime y'all want to check out some sports news every Thursday and Saturday, y'all can come here to the Sports Huddle. Again, you know, appreciate everybody's love and support. You know, be on the lookout for reaching out, man. Make sure y'all reach out to as we continue to go forth here and new sports come about. The Big 3 League is kicking off this weekend. I have information on that Saturday.
Hell yeah. I saw Greg Oden. I saw some highlights, nigga. Greg Oden out there doing things.
Yeah, so we're going to have the Big 3 kicking off this weekend. And then, you know, reach out if y'all want to, you know, y'all want to be informed about other sports that we probably don't cover that we not the best, you know about. But we're willing to learn and watch and grow in it so people can, you know, hear about sports they love too. So we appreciate everybody's love and support. Appreciate y'all tuning in. And as always, make sure y'all tune in every day here on the Grateful Gap podcast to get some great information. tune in to Just Unconventional. Make sure y'all go follow my cousin, turn them up. And
Find me up.
y'all have a blessed day, man. Y'all be blessed. Thank y'all again. Appreciate you, cousin, for coming through. Love you.
Love
I'm
you
going to
too,
see
man.
y'all. Peace.
Peace.